what's up guys, it's me Shanti and you're watching me on my YouTube channel, The Baby. Has that been a very challenging order that you had to bake?
Actually, I think every order is a challenge because you see in our country, it's the humidity, should I even say, is just a big challenge for cakes, especially buttercream cakes. Because buttercream, of course, it will hold, but there's a certain time frame. So sometimes, depending on the weather, when I want to make buttercream, it can become a bit too greasy or usually I will do my cakes late at night because it's a bit more cooler. Yeah, and also when you work with like natural things like flowers, when you're piping certain designs, it does take the climate, the weather. It really becomes a challenge. That's something that is always a challenge, but you work around it.
Have you been able to relate to specific baking processes that you've seen on television, like movies like Ratatouille?
Yes, that was a very cute rat. Like for me, I love to watch Cake Boss, of course. I just love his energy because he's just himself. How he handles the entire bakery with his family and what the struggles he goes through to transform this huge cake from one end to another. I mean, he has brought a couple of cakes, he made them himself. So yeah, sometimes like how he works with cakes and the way he ices them, all these I relate a lot because these are, of course, I've never baked a cake that half as huge as his, but I'm just a small home baker. But I've had my challenges too because when you are a home baker, you are limited to the space you just work with the things you have in your kitchen.
What's your biggest advice to someone who wants to do what you are doing?
You know what, just do it. Just do it. If you love it, you believe in it, you're all for it, bake that cake today, do that YouTube clip, whatever you want to do, just do it. Don't think too much about it. Take that step of faith, that leap of faith.
That leap of faith, even if you don't know where you're going to be landing.
I don't.
So the maximum result that you can expect is a no answer.
Yeah, that's true.
The best that you're going to be dealing with anyways.
And don't care about what people say. Yeah, of course you're going to have like, you just leave it aside.
Yeah.
Leave it aside, just do what you need to do. Whatever you do, whether you do it or not, so yeah, that's true. My mom is a wonderful cook, and my number one inspiration is my mother because she loves to cook till date. Every time she cooks, every day our normal meal is always something different. Like she will find like 5 different ways how to do chicken curry and all. So I think because I grew up watching my mom and my grandmother who loved to cook, but of course my interest is more on simple HDB kitchen. That's all I have. But I recently bought a KitchenAid and I have a simple oven. That's all.
KitchenAid, it's like the Ferrari of all electrical
appliances. I mean, you bakers should know if you have a KitchenAid. It's amazing. It really helps you in terms of like when you want to bake it very fast. Very fast. You want to make Swiss meringue buttercream, right? Within 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, you're done. So it really helps. And you can bake quite a huge batch. I'm sorry, cream quite a huge batch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yours is the bigger one?
It's the artisan one, 5 quart.
5 quart.
Yeah. In gold.
What are the changes that you like to see in your scope of work? Like, would you like to see more Indian female bakers?
Yes, definitely. I think right now it's amazing, like even like what you are doing and Indian YouTuber. I think it will be good. And I'm sure there are lots of people out there, and I think it will be wonderful if there are lots more of us who can, come and try and do what you really want to do. Just take that leap of faith and just start doing what you want to do. Whether you want to be a baker, whether you like to work with fondant or a sugar artist or whatever. I think it would be really nice. Our community needs good quality cakes.
Wow.
Yeah, artisan cakes. It's different because artisan cakes, like the cakes that I make, it's different from commercial cakes, and it depends on what you want to add. Like because the cakes that I do, I believe I want to add good wholesome stuff, so I don't add emulsifiers, additives. Because You see, from a commercial bakery, the concept is different because, of course, they have to look at shelf life and all that. But for me, because I'm a home baker, I want to make cakes with things I have at home and that are good quality. So, for example, if I were to do a salted caramel or a berry compote, I will buy the berries and I'll make the compote by myself. And the salted caramel, I make it by myself. So I make things from scratch.
She makes salted caramel by herself.
Yeah, it's not very difficult, folks. It is not. It just takes time.
Maybe you should do another video of her showing us how to make salted.
Sure, it's really easy. It's very easy. You just need to, But I think buying good quality ingredients is important because it makes a big difference in your cakes.
She gave me a tip the last time we met when I came to collect pineapple tarts was just to try using lepak butter instead of
not sponsored, by the way. I just love lepak. I like French butter because I think it's very creamy. Yeah, it's a bit expensive, but you see the thing is that's the thing. For those who have tried my bakes, they love it because there's a multiple and to me, and maybe you can check it with people who have tried French butter. It's very sweet and light and creamy.
I will vouch for that. Even I felt like there was a significant difference.
Yeah, and you will also realize that my cake, usually my smallest cake is about 6 It's a small cake, but it will run at about 1.5 and that's because I don't add emulsifiers. Because emulsifiers, they will neutralize the taste in terms of shelf life, and they will also fluff up the cake with minimal ingredients. But when you do an artisanal cake, what you add is what you get. So even a 6-inch cake, a tall cake that I bake is about 1.5 kg because it's the weight of the buttercream, filling and all that. Because usually when I get orders from those who usually order from commercial bakeries, when I say it's 1.5 or 2 kg, they're like, oh no, I don't want to have a big cake because they think it's the commercial size. So I have to tell them, no, it goes by, it's only a 6-inch, but it is heavy.
I would have never thought about it. I realized it until she is explaining it to us.
That's amazing. But that's the difference for artisanal cakes.
Thank you so much, Christina, for joining me.
And so much of fun. Thank you.
Christina. So we're going to be ending this interview session right here, and if you're watching me in this video for the first time, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and make sure to follow Christina on her Instagram feed at HeyCharisma88, and we shall see you in my next video. Bye.